Now, if you was to ask the white man who is God, he'll tell you, I'm God. White man will tell you that he is God. And you know what? He got proof that he's God. I'm going to tell you why. Because the white man does what? The white man serves himself. The white man builds for himself. Okay? But not only that, the white man makes everything that he needs for his own existence. Did you hear me? Did you hear me? He creates everything he makes. Because he don't create because that which he uses to make was already here. So he extracts from that which was already created. So he didn't create, but he makes everything that he needs to sustain him. And then on top of that, he capitalizes off it by selling it to you. Okay. Even the black man, what was his name? Lewis Lattimore, invented the telephone. He was the black god. It wasn't Alexander Bell, Graham Bell. It was the black man, Lewis Lattimore, the god of the phone. But guess what? He sold, he sold his rights, sold his inventions, and lived a rich life. You already know who came up with the internet. The black man came up with the internet. Now, he still got his money, rich. They bought him off too. You see? So they didn't create it, but they made. And then they bought. Okay? Even with their cars. Okay? Ford was the first manufacturer. He was the first manufacturer. But the black man, two brothers that used to work for Chrysler, were the first ones to make an automobile. Not Mr. Ford. He was the first mass producer of cars. And even asked, what's his name? George Washington Carver for some advice on how to extract rubber from peanuts. So now do you get what I'm saying? So who's really the God? If you're not a God, how are you all inventing these things? How did you invent the stove? How did you invent the refrigerator? How did you invent the ice cream scooper? How did you invent the elevator? Black people. But the white man will tell you he's God. First heart surgeon, black people. In fact, the father of medicine himself, Imhotep, was black. I wish you would tell Imhotep that he was not a god. I want you to tell the pharaohs of Kemet, the black kings and queens, that they were not gods. I'm just saying. And if you don't believe that the white man thinks or knows that he's God, look at the Jesus Christ that he gave you. I'm just saying. Look at the angels. What color are they? And speaking of which, something else that my Christian family out here needs to know. Newsflash. The Catholic Church over there in Ghana had a Catholic church over there in Ghana, in Akubulan, just had a statue made with a white angel whose feet are on the body of a black devil that's under him. One foot is in his private part and the other foot is on his face. Black devil, white angel crushing him. In Akubulan, you think about that. You think about that. For those who talk about, well, let's go back to Africa. Well, Africans over there, they don't have it no way better than we have it over here. In fact, some of them don't even have running water. They can't even get their own gold and diamonds that's in their own land. So what are we or you going to go back over there and do when we can't even get together here? I'm just saying. Now, granted, for those of us who want to roll, let's roll. For those of us Who want to stay? Let's stay. But all of us not gonna roll. I mean, you can't even get your cousin to get off the couch and go help you do some black power work. So how you gonna get? You understand what I'm saying? You can't get him from watching the basketball game. And it's playoff times. Are you crazy? But anyway, back to what I was talking about. And I left off with Adam. And when Adam stopped feeding from the source in which he was created, Adam aborted the mission of becoming God-like. And he failed. And he became of a carnal mind. You understand what I'm saying? Incredible. Purpose of knowledge. If you're not building, if you're not serving yourself, there's no way that you can feel or even think that you're God. And you're thinking that way because you're not building anything. You're not serving yourself. You're serving everyone else except yourself. And when we become slaves to our own vanities and become victims of an economic holocaust, we begin to think upon the lowest plane of existence. And we become animals. And we begin to think like animals. And then we wonder why other people of the world want to treat us like animals. Now, if you think I'm lying, just look outside of your window and tell me, what do you see? You tell me. You have the capabilities to possess divine qualities and knowledge. But we have failed in that art because of our actions that we display towards one another.